It is that time of year again. I have a haul as well as some products that I've been using and loving that I don't think I've shared on my channel yet. I also want to go through what's in my cart because there's a lot of new spring launches that I'm excited for. So I got this little mailer in for the Sephora savings event and I realized I didn't go over the dates. So April 4th and runs till the 14th. I feel like most of you guys are probably already beauty insiders, but yeah, just make sure you're signed up so you get that extra discount. And thank you so much, Sephora, for sponsoring this video. I love filming these videos so much and I hope you guys enjoy. I have been loving these blushes from Tower 28. I have the shades Long Beach Iced Tea. This is a very easy to wear, grab and go kind of blush. It just works really well in those like natural makeup days when I'm fair, but I also like to mix it when I'm a little bit more tan with, I've been using Culver Crush, which is like a bright peach shade. I also have this like deep berry shade. This is Samo Spritzer. All these are very pigmented, super buildable and creamy, and I've just been loving these. I've also been loving this cream blush from Dior. This is the shade Rosy, and it's almost in between a highlight and a blush. Like blends so well, and I think that will just look so nice in the summer when you want your skin just to look glistening and also like a little bit burnt. I've had such an obsession with finding the perfect cream and liquid contours, so I picked up a few different ones. I am so obsessed with the formula on this cream contour stick from Westman Atelier. This is in the shade Biscuit, which is a pretty cool tone shade. I would also like to pick this up maybe in something more bronzy or a little bit darker. Really love this shade when I don't have any fake tan on. It just adds some really nice dimension. I think I want to pick this up in, I think the shade's Truffle as well, but the formula on this, it just feels so like silky and glides onto your skin. It blends really well. It is pricey. I have had this in my cart so many times and I finally was like, okay, we're gonna finally pick this one up, and it is worth the money. I would say I feel like when you're shopping, try to keep in mind quality over quantity. And I also picked these two up, which are at a little bit of a better price point. Rare Beauty came out with the Soft Pinch Liquid Contours. And in person, these were a lot more cool toned than I had expected them to be, but I feel like this shade Mellow is really nice. I think this shade will probably sell out. I used this today and it just blended out so well. It's just like a really nice neutral contour shade. Look how that just like blends out so well. It's really easy to work with. So I feel like that is gonna be a hot item while everything is on sale. Also at a really good price point, the LYS contour sticks. I have the shade Hope and Harmony. The shade Hope is another good neutral contour shade, and then Harmony is pretty deep. I really like this one for outlining my lips. I also added this to the crease of my eyeshadow today, but these blend out really well and they have like a nice natural finish. These three all have a similar vibe of like a really light neutral contour. What I have on today is Mellow mixed with a little bit of Harmony because this is pretty deep. See how it almost looks a little bit wet? These ones have probably the most hydrating skin-like formula to them. Whoa. Next we have this new fragrance launch from Viktor and Rolf. This is the Flower Bomb Extreme. I know they used to have a different Flower Bomb Extreme and this isn't the same scent, but this is like a fruity vanilla scent. It has raspberry at the top and I love a raspberry perfume. Ah. You guys have ever tried that vanilla bean frappuccino from Starbucks? It kind of smells like that with a little bit of raspberry mixed in. It is so yummy, so feminine, and I've been wearing this on date nights. I like this more than the original, and I've already worn it out and I got a compliment on it. I do wonder though if my friends just give me compliments because they know how much I love fragrance, but I did wear this and already get a compliment. This is just a really easy date night, going out. This could even be like a signature scent. These Salt and Stone body washes have been such like a nice part of my morning and night routine. I have the scent Saffron and Cedar and Bergamot and Hinoki. The Bergamot and Hinoki is like a really nice, refreshing, kind of uplifting, summery scent. My skin has been so dry and I just need all the moisture I can get. Both of these have niacinamide, which is really hydrating for your skin, and they're clean at Sephora, so the ingredients are good. I would say the Saffron and Cedar is probably my favorite. It's giving like Baccarat Rouge. It smells really luxe and it doesn't like linger on your skin when you get out of the shower, which I actually kind of like. Oh my god, I love this. Yeah, you guys, oh my gosh, no, don't waste. gonna go wash my hands with this. As we move into spring and summer, I'll probably be reaching for these ones the most. But I do also want to mention, if you are into gourmands and vanillas like I am, I have just been loving the Sol de Janeiro Cherry Rosa 59 body wash. This is like a shower oil, but it's not too oily. I feel like I almost wouldn't have even noticed that it's an oil, but it smells like a mix of cake batter and sandalwood. It is so good. Yeah, okay, now that I'm reading this, that makes sense. So it has sugared violet, vanilla orchid, and sandalwood. It almost has this like crispness that I think comes from the sandalwood, but then the softness of the violet. So this one's 13 ounces and it's $26. If you want to just try it out, they also have the 3 ounce that is $12, or they have a kit that also has the spray and the body butter. I love this body butter. At first I was torn if I wanted to get that kit, but I know I love this scent so much that I just went for it and got the full size bottles. Ugh, I don't know what it is about the deodorant, but I feel like this one smells the best out of everything in this 59 line. It smells like straight up cake batter. It's so delicious. I feel like for day to day, I really like having an aluminum free deodorant, but on days where I'm gonna be going out, I'm gonna be out in the sun, I think I could sweat more, I just go over it again with like a spray deodorant. If you're not into a vanilla, I've also really been loving the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist deodorant. Really just fresh, clean, and powdery. I also picked up the Rio Dio, I don't know, whatever this pink one is. It smells good, but it's so light you can barely smell it. So this is one I would probably skip on if you're looking at the different scents. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, you guys, there's also this marshmallow scent from Ellis Brooklyn. So this is marshmallow, caramel accord, and milky musk. If you like a good marshmallow scent, I feel like this is a really good one to look into that's at a pretty good price point. $35 for the 1.7 ounce or $45 for the 3.3. I feel like there was a few months where so many brands were coming out with different marshmallow scents, and a few of them were disappointing. So when I first tried this out, I was a little bit weary, but this did not disappoint me. Like, I smell the marshmallow, I smell the milkiness, and then there's also a bit of like a musk scent in there as well. It makes it a little bit deeper, like you could wear this nighttime as well. And then some items that I just needed to repurchase, the NARS creamy concealers. I will always keep them in my makeup kit. They're very easy to work with. They're some of the only concealers I feel like I can apply on spots where I get a little bit dry. If I get acne and I have like a dry patch, this is the only concealer that I trust to kind of lay and fill everything out without kind of drying up. It looks so good on your skin. It looks really good under your eyes. I love this stuff so much. I will always repurchase this. If you guys are trying to figure out a good foundation for the summer, please, please, please try the Dior Backstage foundation. I have picked this up every single summer for, I want to say like 5 years now, and nothing has ever beat this. There's something about it that is so skin-like and hydrating, but also water resistant. I have a really hard time with tinted moisturizers slipping around on my face, and I feel like this is the most skin-like foundation that I can build up to be a little bit more high coverage, but also be light coverage as well. I love this. I can even reapply this over my makeup if I've been out all day without it caking up. These are just staples for me if I know I'm going to be outside in the sun where people can really see your skin and you want it to look really hydrated and not cakey. These are just amazing. Dior Backstage also has a really good shade range. I really like the warm olive shades for a fake tan. The neutrals are really good. And this time I picked up 2 warm peach and 3 warm peach. If you're trying to budget, the one place I would splurge the most is your complexion products. So like your foundation, your concealer, that is the base of your makeup and where things can start to kind of separate and just not look good. So I just feel like it's really important to create a really good base. It says it's 94% natural origin ingredients. It has hyaluronic acid. It also has squalene, which is super hydrating, but it's also water resistant. I always end up mixing this with whatever foundation I'm loving for like my more full coverage foundation. I love these so much. I also picked up this new makeup brush from Makeup by Mario. It's dual-ended and this side is a little bit bigger, so it really covers a lot of surface area on your face all at once. And this smaller side really gets under your eyes. I like that I can go up into my nose. See how it's not like overly dense? It just kind of bounces onto your skin really nicely. And I've been loving this brush so much. Another product that will probably sell out that I would get your hands on if you can are the Natasha Denona concealers. The last time that they had their 20% off, everything sold out and I wasn't able to pick this up. So this time I was like, I need to make sure I can grab one of those. It's a long name. This is the Hydro Glam Brightening and Hydrating Medium to Full Coverage Crease Proof Serum Concealer. And this is so full coverage. I'm surprised that they put medium to full coverage. But yeah, this is super liquidy and hydrating. I feel like this will be so good for the summer. This is the shade RN3. See how like a little goes a very long way with this one. You definitely just need to use the smallest amount and then you can kind of build it up to as much coverage as you'd like. This is like the 2025 take on Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like in 2016 we were all obsessed with it, and I feel like this is like the more hydrating, kind of juicy skin-like version of that. Another product I'm excited to have for the summertime is this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Tint. This has a really nice sheen to it as well, kind of like the Natasha Denona. This is the shade 4, but it has such like a hydrating finish to it. Like, it just gives you a really nice glow. I haven't worn this enough to see if it's gonna actually stay on my skin. I do tend to have a hard time with skin tints, but this was going viral on TikTok and I just thought the packaging was also really fun. So I wanted to at least try this out and see if it's something that I like for the summertime. Saint Tropez came out with these like bronzing express tan drops. The applicator is so satisfying. So see how it has a little bit of a tint to it? The other face spray that they have was almost too yellowy on my skin. This has a way better undertone to it. So in an hour, it's supposed to give you like a medium tan, and then I think in 3 hours it builds up to the full tan. Yeah, it says a self-tan face serum that delivers a skin kiss glow in as little as 1 hour and a natural looking tan that fully develops in 3. It also has hyaluronic acid to plump the skin. So if you guys tried that Saint Tropez spray and you didn't like the color that gave, I really like the color of this one a lot more. It kind of just gives a little bit of a sheen if you want to wear it under your makeup or you want to throw it on and run out the door. This Gucci bronzer, she's expensive. She was my splurge item during the last sale, but she's so worth it. It is so like blurring and hydrating. Like, I've never experienced such like a hydrating powdered bronzer before. It does have hyaluronic acid in it, and I think it has shea butter infused in it as well, and it's so good. I get really dry on my forehead. I have psoriasis, so it's hard to find something that I can wear that won't just get into the cracks of my forehead. I don't know. If you have it in your budget to try this out, you will not be disappointed. So keep in mind, this is super pigmented, so a little goes a long way with this. I have the shade 3. I also want to pick it up in a lighter shade, but it's so expensive. So I don't know, that's something that's on my list that I'm considering picking up during the sale. If you don't want to spend as much as the Gucci bronzer, another good option are these ones from LYS. This is the shade Harmony, which I've been using the most. I also have this shade Courage. This is better if you have like a deeper skin tone or a tan. This one I can use when I'm fair and kind of build it up. Basically, I'm realizing all of my favorite products tend to have hyaluronic acid in them. So these are also clean at Sephora. They have really good ingredients. It says it has niacinamide, green tea extract, and a hyaluronic acid. So definitely try these ones out if you're on more of a budget. The last one I picked up is from Makeup Forever. I was just scrolling through Sephora and this one had really good reviews, so I wanted to try it out. I feel like I don't really gravitate towards the Makeup Forever packaging, but the actual formulas for Makeup Forever are always so good, so I wanted to try that one out as well. Cell just came out with these lip oils. I was so excited that I received these in PR, but I've really been loving the shade number 2 Lucky. I also want to try, what is that one? Here they are. It has that type of applicator that I just love. These just remind me of summer. They smell like watermelon. They have hyaluronic acid, spicy ginger, and pepper oils. I think that's what gives you like that plump look. And then vitamin E as well. So I love how this is like plumping and hydrating at the same time. I didn't think it was too intense, but it definitely creates a little bit of like a sensation. Another part of my morning and night routine that I love is using these Fenty Plush Put-In Intensive Recovery Lip Masks. Sometimes the packaging for lip masks can be kind of annoying, so it's nice that you just twist the bottom and it just comes out the top. Yeah, this has just been a nice little part of my morning and night routine. After I'm finished doing all of my skincare, I'll put this on and it's just really hydrating on your lips. Okay, I've also been loving this Butter Drop Shimmering Whipped Body Cream from Fenty. This leans more fresh and fruity, but something about this reminds me of those like grape bubblegum tapes. I'll put a photo up. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, but I love this and I really want a full size of this. It doesn't have like glitter in it, but it just creates like this nice like glow on your skin and makes your skin look really hydrated. And then two new perfume launches that I've been playing with. I have the Libre La Nuit. I love the packaging on this one. And this is like a lighter take of the original Libre. I will say almost all the flankers from Libre smell the same, but this is like a fresher, brighter version of the original. It's still very, very similar, but the original is my favorite of all the scents. Okay, so this formula is supposed to leave your skin with a beautiful glow. The original Libre is too strong for me to wear if it's hot out, so this is a nice summery take on that one. I've been receiving more fragrance in PR lately, which I'm so thankful for. And this one from Replica, this is Never Ending Summer. It's supposed to remind you of the Amalfi Coast. It says it's refreshing bright orange. And just from the notes alone, this isn't something I probably would have picked up on my own. It's supposed to be inspired by like an Aperol Spritz, and I don't really like Aperol Spritzes. They're a little bit too like earthy. This kind of reminds me of like a cousin to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, which isn't like a mind-blowing scent, but it's something that I use so much in the heat. It's just like a good out of the shower, clean girl, white t-shirt type of vibe. So this one has an Aperol Accord, it has bitter orange. I really like the Earl Grey tea that's in this, and then it has some different spices. Honestly, I thought that the Aperol would make it smell a little bit too synthetic or like headache inducing, but it's actually really nice and fresh. Something about smelling clean is very sexy to me, so yeah, I'm excited to play with this one. Another scent that would be perfect for the summer is Brown Girl Jane Carnival. This is like a mango and vanilla scent. It has vanilla, pimento, sandalwood, amber, musk, ginger, but then at the top it has mango, agave nectar, and jasmine to really make it a lot more tropical than just like a vanilla fragrance. Oh my gosh. Basically, it has all those vanillas and warm scents at the base, but then it has the freshness and fruitiness from that mango at the top. And I have been loving this. I really want to pick up a full size of this. I also just picked up a cute little hand cream from Glossier. I just like having cute little things like this in my purse. I really like the packaging, and I need to be better about using hand cream because I have dry skin all over. So that is everything I recently picked up and all of my favorites. Some items that are in my cart that I want to go over real quick. The new mask from Gisou, it looks like a little honey pot, but everything that I've ever tried from Gisou is so hydrating and leaves my hair so shiny, so I really want to pick up the hair mask. The Gisou mask is $42, which is still pretty pricey, but I'm hoping that it will replace the Orbe mask that I love, because that one I think is like $10 or $15 more. The number one item that I will for sure be picking up are the Sol de Janeiro Summer Mists. I pick them up every year. They're always limited edition. These ones launch on the 30th, so I haven't smelled any of them yet, but I'm most excited for the one in the blue packaging. It has neroli water, tangerine, and salty skin, and it's supposed to be like the fresh, crisp one out of the group. If you like vanilla, the one in the green packaging has purple fig, warm vanilla, and sandalwood. And then the pink one is orange blossom, flamingo flower, and golden musk. So I feel like that one will be like the more nighttime scent out of the group. Westman Atelier also just came out with these hydrating matte bronzing drops. They've been selling out, but these look so nice, and the packaging looks so pretty for the summer. I haven't picked up a new highlighter in so long. I feel like I just got so obsessed with bronzers and blushes that I just kind of fell off of using a highlight, and the summer kind of makes me want to have like glowy skin again. So I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the shade Ethereal Light. It has gold specks in it. One of my most trusted YouTubers, Tati, she loves this, so I definitely want to try that out. And then Benefit is coming out with a new Hoola cream bronzing balm. I feel like Benefit nailed it with the shade of Hoola, that I'm excited to see what the shades look like in their balms. Ellis Brooklyn has such good summer fragrances. My best friends and I were all texting and saying we want our like scent memory this year to be the Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. I did reach out to them and ask them if I can try it, so hopefully I get that in the mail. They're coming out with a guava fragrance, and that is like #1 on my list, so I really want to try that one out. Miami Nectar has pink pineapple, coconut water, and sweet amber. Haus Labs has these really beautiful sculpt velvet bronzers. These have fermented arnica and squalene in them, so I feel like those would be really like buttery and blend into your skin really well. Anastasia also came out with these contour sticks. I really like the nude packaging on this. If you guys are traveling or you want little minis, I feel like this is a really good time to pick up some samplers or like little mini sets. They have a really good set of hair products. The Sephora Favorites Wash Care Favorites. It comes with a bunch of different hair products. I feel like that would be really nice if you do a lot of traveling. Way has a little mini of their Saint Barts. That is my favorite scent from Way. It's very tropical and fresh and clean. One of my favorite hair brands from Sephora is Day, and they have a few little mini kits as well. So, oh my gosh. Oh, and I forgot, guys, these scents from Kayali are also really good. I wish you would come out with full size of these, but I'm probably just gonna pick up a backup of these two, the Maldives in a bottle. Oh, this just is what I want to smell like if I'm gonna go swimming. Just reminds me of like going to the pool. And then Capri in a bottle is like lemon, vanilla, and raspberry. Really yummy and unique. So that's everything that I picked up. I hope you guys are enjoying your start to spring, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Mwah.